soul, spirit affinity. If you don't, it is time to get off the planet, go to its higher heavens, or go elsewhere for your teachings. We don't want that. So as long as we don't want it and we do not channel in those vibrations, we do not raise the frequency to try and match it, we become alien to the planet where we used to be terrestrial. And we bring about the very things that we fear, the anomalies that are coming, the earthquakes, the tidal waves, the hurricanes, the droughts, the seiches, the floods, all because of imbalance. That's nature's way of trying to. Earth is trying to get rid of those who have brought her down and change the vibration back to a complete magnetic frequency, which will put you in tune with the universal prime cosmic creator. If you have pineal pituitary, soul, spirit affinity. If you don't, it is time to get off the planet, go to its higher heavens, or go elsewhere for your teachings. We don't want that. So as long as we don't want it and we do not channel in those vibrations, we do not raise the frequency to try and match it, we become alien to the planet where we used to be terrestrial. And we bring about the very things that we fear, the anomalies that are coming, the earthquakes, the tidal waves, the hurricanes, the droughts, the seiches, the floods, all because of imbalance. That's nature's way of trying to. Earth is trying to get rid of those who have brought her down and change the vibration back to a complete magnetic frequency, which will put you in tune with the universal prime cosmic creator. If you have pineal pituitary, soul, spirit affinity. If you don't, it is time to get off the planet, go to its higher heavens, or go elsewhere for your teachings. We don't want that.
Good day,
family. So as long as we don't want it and we do not channel in those vibrations, we do not raise the frequency to try and match it, we become alien to the planet where we used to be terrestrial. And we bring about the very things that we fear, the anomalies that are coming, the earthquakes, the tidal waves, the hurricanes, the droughts, the seiches, the floods, all because of imbalance. That's nature's way of trying to. Earth is trying to get rid of those who have brought her down and change the vibration back to a complete magnetic frequency, which will put you in tune with the universal prime cosmic creator. If you have pineal pituitary, soul, spirit affinity. If you don't, it is time to get off the planet, go to its higher heavens, or go elsewhere for your teachings. We don't want that. So as long as we don't want it and we do not channel in those vibrations, we do not raise the frequency to try and match it, we become alien to the planet where we used to be terrestrial. And we bring about the very things that we fear, the anomalies that are coming, the earthquakes, the tidal waves, the hurricanes, the droughts, the seiches, the floods, all because of imbalance. That's nature's way of trying to. Earth is trying to get rid of those who have brought her down and change the universal prime cosmic creator. If you have pineal pituitary, soul, spirit affinity. If you don't, it is time to get off the planet, go to its higher heavens, or go elsewhere for your teachings. We don't want that. So as long as we don't want it and we do not channel in those vibrations, we do not raise the frequency to try and match it, we become alien to the planet where we used to be terrestrial. And we bring about the very things that we fear, the anomalies that are coming, the earthquakes, the tidal waves, the hurricanes, the droughts, the seiches, the floods, all because of imbalance. That's nature's way of trying to. Earth is trying to get rid of those who have brought her down and change the vibration back to a complete magnetic frequency, which will put you in tune with the universal prime cosmic creator. If you have pineal pituitary soul spirit affinity. If you don't, it is time to get off the planet, go to its higher heavens, or go elsewhere for your teachings. We don't want that. So as long as we don't want it and we do not channel in those vibrations, we do not raise the frequency to try and match it, we become alien to the planet where we used to be terrestrial. And we bring about the very things that we fear, the anomalies that are coming, the earthquakes, the tidal waves, the hurricanes, the droughts, the stations, the floods, all because of imbalance. That's nature's way of trying to. Earth is trying to get rid of those who have brought her down and change the vibration back to a complete magnetic.
Oh, I'll be right back. Get your water, family. It's still awakening. It's still awakening. Even the animals are waking. Look at that cat. It's still awakening. Something as simple as that. Something as simple. As simple as this little short is. It's very powerful. I remember times you could run the cat all over the room with a light.
Those who have brought.
And about the earth waking up, fighting back. This is Dr. Deborah Blair.
Which will put
I
you
wasn't
into
lying.
the universal prime cosmic creator. If you have pineal pituitary soul spirit affinity.
Soul, spirit, and affinity.
If you don't, it is time to get off the planet, go to its higher heavens, or go elsewhere for your teachings. We don't want that. So as long as we don't want it and we do not channel in those vibrations, we do not raise the frequency to try and match it, we become alien to the planet where we used to be.
That's why we got to raise our vibrations too.
And we bring about the very things that we fear, the anomalies that are coming, the earthquakes, the tidal waves, the hurricanes, the droughts, the stations, the floods, all because of imbalance. That's nature's way of trying to. Earth is trying to get rid of those who have brought her down and change the vibration back to a complete magnetic frequency, which will put you in tune with the universal prime cosmic creator. If you have pineal pituitary soul spirit affinity. If you don't, it is time to get off the planet, go to its higher heavens, or go elsewhere for your teachings. We don't want that. So as long as we don't want it and we do not channel in those vibrations, we do not raise the frequency to try and match it, we become alien to the planet where we used to be terrestrial. And we bring about the very things that we fear, the anomalies that are coming, the earthquakes, the tidal waves, the hurricanes, the droughts, the stations, the floods, all because of imbalance. That's nature's way of trying to. Earth is trying to get rid.
He's a historian, an engineer, and a metaphysician. Dr. Deborah Blair. So much knowledge. I'm going to learn how to do them shorts too. Let me just write down his title. I haven't gotten him a notebook yet. And he's a metaphysician. Where's my little heater? Maybe I got it up too loud, up too high. Okay. Oh, good day, family. Good day. I was watching another live, and it's still some of my jingles on. You know, I try to get in with all of them. I'll be looking on the laptop and the TV because y'all have so much to teach us. Oh, my ancestors is just wonderful. The information at our fingertips. Yeah, if I had 2 TVs, it'd be one in here playing somebody and one in there playing somebody. Talk about multitasking. And I'd be multi-listening, multi-working. Just learning. But it's us. It's us. Just be so grateful. Be grateful. Be grateful for who you are. Those that, if anybody see this video and you're not us, be grateful for yourself anyway. At least you is living. You got life. But for us, be so grateful who you are. Be so grateful where you come from. What's inside of you. I know you don't know. A lot of us don't know. My mentors, you know y'all teaching me and stuff. My jinkas. That's what we are. When we try to reach and teach us. You know, even on a smaller level. I never thought that I would be here, you know, reading to all of us, all of my people. But I am. I don't know. When I was a little girl, I think I wanted to be a teacher, you know, just read to the classroom, just 30 people. But now, see the ancestors, they showing us who we are, the power we got, and what we need to know. They got me teaching us, reading to us, about them. Our ancestors got me reading with my wonderful, beautiful people that's out here on Black media, telling us and teaching us everything we need to know. Go to Johnson Law. Do I have his notebook? I think it's Johnson Law. He teach you so much about our history that you didn't even know. You're going to have to, I'm sorry. You're going to have to put this book under your arm and just have it with you because you need to get your focus on some other books, Black America. Yes, but it's so wonderful. It's so wonderful. It ain't going to feel like you cheating yourself or you cheating your higher power. It ain't going to even feel like that once you put it in the right perspective. This right here is all knowledge. Where the lie? Where's the lie? Why shouldn't you learn all you can learn about your people and the people that hurt them? I'm just saying, you know, it's so good to see y'all and stuff. You know, I didn't come on last night. I got my rest last night. Good day, Kelvin. How you doing? Hey, Faith. How you doing, Kelvin? It's so good to see you. And thank you so much. Thank you for what you doing. Helping us to get people to hear our views for our people. Because we need to listen to what we got to say, at least hear it out. Because I know a lot of people ain't going to even see what I see for us or feel what I feel for us. But some of us do. It ain't meant to be everybody. So it's going to have to be okay with us because we only for, you know, a select few. I am probably less than other people, but that's okay. That's okay because, you know, really at the end of the day, we just got to steer our people. Everybody can't have the wheel. I'm sorry, everybody can't have the wheel. Everybody's feet can't be on the pedal steering our people. You know, we just got to, you know, I don't know if you just, you know, cleaning the windshield. That's fine. We got to see where we're going. Whatever your seat is on this locomotion. You know what I'm trying to say, that word that, yeah, we just say car and truck, you know. But yeah, it's a vehicle. It's a vehicle. Just like religion, Dr. Ray Hagan said that it was a vehicle of spiritual and intellectual enslavement. This right here is a vehicle too. We got a vehicle too now. We can drive ourselves. We can steer ourselves. And that's why I'm here. I'm here for my people. I done been quiet too long, you know, about Black America. Even though I didn't know a lot of the things I'm learning now that y'all teaching me. And it just keep me learning and learning. One thing lead me to something else. Another thing, look at this here. what y'all are doing. So keep doing it. Keep doing it, because I promise you, it's more people out there that will take heed to what you're saying. Look at all these notebooks that I have for everybody. And I need some more notebooks. I got to go back and get some more notebooks. Yep. Because it's all learning. From here on out, we got to unlearn and relearn everything. It's all about learning. Do the knowledge. Be honest to yourself. Be loyal to yourself, Black America. Because it ain't nothing but benefit here. Goodness, abundance, prosperity. You know, it hurts us. It hurt me. I know it hurt y'all. If you still here and you still at least recognize, you know, that, yeah, she ain't gonna forget nobody and shit. But yeah, let's just learn what she gonna teach today, what she gonna read about today. That's good. That's good enough for me. We just got to do these things for each other. You know, I don't want to get into no rambling stuff because I don't want to be fussing at nobody. I just want us to know that, hey, we got to take the good, the bad, the ugly, the savage, and the ravishness, because it's all us. It's all us. Then we'll get our abundance, y'all. We choose us. You know how in life, when somebody just keep fucking over you and stuff, and then when you finally just be like, I'm done with that and stuff, and then all of a sudden you start getting all of these prosperities and abundances and new opportunities and stuff. That's how it's gonna be when we start. Yeah, I know, fucked up, ain't it? Yeah, I couldn't think of no other way to say it. But whether it's family, friends, your job, whatever it may be, if it ain't serving you no benefit, I don't care if you don't even know that that's who picking up your $5 every time you drop your money and stuff, whatever it is and stuff. Once you choose you, that's when you start getting what's meant for you. Same thing with our ancestors. Once we choose our ancestors and give them our loyalty and our faith, I promise you, yes, you won't just be saying, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, God. You're going to be saying, thank you, ancestors. Because see, they giving us little gifts now. You know, we don't know how that check came through out the blue and you needed it to pay that light bill. You know, you don't know. I know the first thing we say is, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. How you know it wasn't your ancestors? At least give them some credit too. You can give your higher power, some ancestors, some love and some appreciation, and then give some to your ancestors too. They deserve it too. That's all I'm saying. You know, we just got to switch our mindset. And just try some. You know, it ain't going to take nothing away from you to start adding and thank your ancestors. That's all you got to do. 3 words. Thank your ancestors. That's it. Just add it to your prayers, your meditations. You know, I like to say I meditate. But it's all a learning thing for us individually and stuff. I feel a particular way about this language and the words that I use. You know, I feel like it hits us differently than it hit other people. I feel like the language does. You know, the language is a curse on us. I feel like every few words we say is a curse. And I'm not talking about damn, shit, asshole, you know, words like that, cuss words like that. I'm talking about them words that seemingly are harmless. You know, them phrases we say and say, oh, I'll be damned. You know, we just be saying, it just be an offhand remark that we're making stuff. And I feel like, you know, we're not damned. We are not damned. You know, so this language right here, I just feel like, yeah, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. And I want to be, you know, aware of the words that I use and stuff. I try not to even say good morning to y'all no more. My people. When I realized that, yeah, it could be. I didn't even know about ebonics. I think that's the word, ebonics. Somebody was teaching about it and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's making sense. Might have took me a time or two. It might have not. Because Jesus breaks down into just us. Just us. And it is just us. So, you know, I just started similarizing it with other words like bless you, be less you. I don't want you to be less. I want you to be all you can be. Do you know all that you can be? You got the whole multiverse, all the skies, all the ethers right there inside of you. Yep. So see, wow. See how it ain't no sun right now. The sun went behind the cloud, they say. So see, yeah, we got to be our sunlight. We just got to be our sunlight. I know I do go on and on, don't I? Yeah, it's so good to see y'all. Hi there, I am Kiera. Okay, I know that's right. I like that wordplay. Yeah, that's all it is wordplay, y'all. We ain't got to be afraid of them, so we just got to start looking at the language differently. The language, that's all it is. looking at this language. Hell, everybody been doing it. It's time for us to do it too. Good morning, like good death. For us, I'm saying. For black people. And I'm going to show you why. For black people, I feel like this language, it don't hurt nobody else. This language don't hurt other people. They can say good morning. Oh, they can make a song out of it if they want to. It don't bother them. It don't affect them like it affects us. Like everything affects us differently than it affects other people. Other people did not come from the ethers. They did not come from the cosmos. The cosmos manifested the black man and the black woman. Therefore, you are the cosmos. You are God. You are goddess. Yeah. For real, I am not lying to you. I don't know how you got here, how we got here. We timeless. I don't even know. So you know white folks don't know. But I got an idea. I don't know if it was a star, 2 stars at one time. And then when it hit the earth, there was the black man and the black woman. I don't know. I know it wasn't no real coming out of a woman. No, I know it wasn't no real coming out of a woman. You know, if I could believe all of them fables, then yeah, I could believe what my own mind comes up with too. It took me 43 years, 40-some years to get where I can believe my own imagination, my own vision, my own intuition. I didn't need the Bible for that. I couldn't even get through Genesis when I was a little girl. And then nobody tried to help me get through Genesis with what I needed to know. So no, I didn't read the Bible that y'all got and stuff. Neither one of them. I'm getting them though, because we gonna read them, because I want to know about them. I still want to know about them contradictions in the Bible. Now that I done learned about them stuff, it's a whole lot of them. You know, but I didn't need that. You didn't need that. You did not need that Bible to be pro-life. We never did. You know, it was forced on you because it's got some truths in it. But this right here do, baby. This got some truths in it too. This got all the truths in it that your Bible ain't even touching on, ain't even mentioning. Your Bible ain't even gave you a reason why God never came through for those that he didn't come through. If it did, put it in the chat, because I want to go to that. I'm going to write that on the receipts too, so we can go look at that. Because how come nobody of our people, during all this suffering, all this trauma, how come nobody ever got that saving? It might have been somebody. It might have been a movie. I think it was a movie. And they were going to lynch the black man and stuff. And somebody was in some trees somewhere and shot through there with a bow and arrow, I guess, a gun or something, and shot the rope. And they landed on the horse and rode off. Why nothing like that ever happened to any one of our people that's went through all of this? That's all I want to know. Is it in the Bible anywhere? Anywhere in the Bible why no Savior ever came? And I know in my mind they were crying out. And then when we read Lynchings in Duluth, we just finished that book. Isaac McGee was crying out to Jesus, to God. That was in the book right there, but you know it was more than that. He was crying out to his mama, his grandmama, God, Jesus, begging white people, don't do this. And they still, there was no emotions. There was no tears for Isaac or Elias or Elmer. See, I didn't know about none of this. I didn't know about the massacres. No, I sure didn't. But it took some time. It took over a decade. Oh, about 13 years. After I woke up, I was asleep for 43 years. And then with Trayvon Martin, I knew something ain't right. Something ain't right. Because I thought we was okay. I thought our people that's done reached that educational pinnacle, you know, after you quit school, like you get to the 11th grade and damn, you just gonna quit school. But you know, whatever happened, it happens and stuff. You know, you live and you learn. But I thought that, you know, people reach that educational pinnacle. And even though you ain't sitting in that political, you didn't reach that political pinnacle or the financial pinnacle, but you got enough knowledge and education, and you know enough to know that, damn, you know, James Clyburn seemed like he blocking everybody that's trying to get something for black people. I mean, I just missed them opportunities, but I know my people didn't. And so I guess it's just now, it take time. I guess now y'all too are ready to speak up and speak out. We ready to stand up for our people. And that's what I'm here for. That's all I'm doing and stuff. I'm not trying to advocate you go out there and be mad at nobody for Mary Turner and John Brown and Emmett Till and stuff. Cause you should have been doing that. You should have been out there for them, standing up, letting folks know, oh, you ain't finna hurt that baby. You trying to do like they did Emmett Till. Go on and let white folks know. Go on and let them know when you see them out there. You just walking, minding your business. And you see them over there beating up on, harassing a Muslim woman or a black woman or a black kid. Go on up and let their ass know. Yeah, you put your hands on them. I'm going to put my hands on your motherfucking ass. Go on and let them know. This is what they trying to do again anyway. This is what they trying to do again. So you trying to relive the past of everything they did, and we don't even know they did. We ain't even safe. I know black woman, my sisters, I know we think we are safer now. We ain't no safer than we ever been. Sure ain't. It's a mess. It's a mess out there. The world is on fire. America is falling. Your Bible said come out of Babylon. Why y'all still got us around white folks like this? I feel like, all of y'all should have been told us. Yeah, y'all, we need to get the hell away from white folks and stuff. White folks the reason why we can't even come together. Yeah, that's the reason why. I'm not hearing a brother say, why black people can't come together except at funerals. And I thought about it a few minutes too. And I was like, then it dawned on me, because of white folks. Every time we come together, we build up something, a song, a dance, and a hairstyle, anything. We come up with something because we got the keys from the cosmos, because we the cosmos. Who else can form a star or a storm or a rainbow? Who else can do what the cosmos can do? Nobody but us, manifested on earth. That's everything that we have ever invented and contributed to this life right here on this planet. It's everything from the cosmos, y'all, so that we can live and we can heal our people. Now, we just heard Dr. Deborah Blair say that the earth is getting back to her homeostasis. Homeostasis. I've been talking about it. I found a video. It's him. Yeah, the earth is getting back to her home. She's sick and tired of everybody cutting her trees down. They done extincted her majestic pets of the world. Some of you'll never see them again. Not that we would see them anyway. But they extincted. Whole jungles and forests just cut down. So yeah, we got to do it too. We got to do it too. That's our connection with the cosmos and the ecology. Yep, because we from the cosmos. Where that picture at? Right there. You see it right there? That's us right there. The cosmos and the soul. That's us. Because this earth is physical. So we're physical. Everything that's in the cosmos and everything that's in the ecology is in us. You see, it's 192 elements on this planet. And all of them is in us. Every last one of them. That's your relationship to spirituality. Religion ain't nothing but the understanding the path to divinity. But divinity is understanding your relationship to the cosmos and the ecology. I didn't even know it. That's what divinity is. Why the hell they ain't told us that? Even though I wasn't in religion like you was and stuff. And yeah, I stopped going as soon as I could. I sure did. In my young adult life, I tried to go to church and stuff, just because, we learned it. Your mama, your grandmama, your daddy, your granddaddy, your great-grandmama, everybody go to church. But it just wasn't nothing there for me. I already knew them things. My mama taught me, but because it left out what I really needed to know. The Bible, it left out what I really needed. I didn't resonate with it because I wasn't going to get what I needed to know. I'd have been so forgiving right here. Our asses would have been reading Helen Keller for the fourth time. Oh, you would have felt some empathy for that white woman more than you feel now. Black people, if I'd have been sitting here reading Helen Keller to you. But it wasn't in the cards. It's time for us to wake up now. Yes, it's time for us to wake up now. We got to speak for our people. And you see it. You better start telling your kids and nieces and nephews and stuff, hey, we finna read this book right here. Go, come on, we gonna cook. And hey, go on and let them stir the eggs up and the batter for the pancakes and stuff like that. And honey, you sit down with that Black Heroes book and you start reading to them, and they dropping eggshells in the eggs and stuff because they looking at you over there talking about Harriet Tubman when she saved Charles Nails. See, we got to be creative because all of this that's being built up, you get right, Black America, you'll be able to hold your hand out and stop everything. The same way that Simeon Toko, by the way, he gonna come back and kick all y'all asses too. Yeah, but the same way that he stopped that helicopter, because see, he's from the Congo, and the government was trying to kill him. They killed him a couple of times. Well, they had him on a helicopter taking him, probably gonna dismember him and put his body all over places and stuff, you know, like they did Osiris. But anyway, he stopped the helicopter in midair. Well, if you can believe Jesus walked on water, you should be able to believe that too. At least Simeon Toko looked like you. Because when Black America, see, what we don't understand is that when we say Jesus, most of us see the white man. We see the white man. It's all a trick. It's a trick, y'all. It's the greatest manipulation ever. And you think it's the greatest story ever told? You are the greatest story ever hidden. You, Black America, it's you. I don't know why people ain't said this and ain't told us and stuff, but now is the time. Sure will. At least leave some kind of linkages and legacies and letters to let folks know that we did live. Black people did live. Because they trying to wipe us out, honey, and folks gonna actually be surprised. What you think to tell me Black people live for real? On this planet, kind of like the dinosaurs and stuff. It's gonna be so wiped away and stuff. So that's why you got to start talking and telling for your people and stuff, you know. Yeah, talk to your ancestors and stuff. If you got a few dollars and stuff, don't go out there and buy them damn shoes. Go buy you one of these tuning forks. This is a throat chakra. Yes, honey, you hit them things right there and place it on your throat, honey. I'm just saying, use the simple stuff that seem like it ain't even gonna benefit you, because it's all gonna benefit you. See, the cosmos gotta get its message. It's gotta get that resonation to you, Black America, any and every way it can. I know the cosmos done been tapping us on the shoulder, been nudging us like this, and you know, it's damn near slapping the hell out of us. Wake your ass up and connect some kind of dots. Black America, we can't be no fool and a dummy. I'm not. No, you ain't finna make me no fool and a dummy. Now, you done tricked my mama. You done tricked white America out. Yeah, we in America. We in the United States. When I get there and stuff and the ancestors say it's time, I'll be, you know, including Africa too. Because Africa's in me. Africa is in me. I don't care if my great-grandmama and them they were here in America. They didn't come on the ships and stuff. I'm trying to track it down myself. They was already here, but still Africa is in me. Africa is in you. I mean, it is what it is. So it's Africa, and Black America with me. But right now, we are discussing what the United States. That's America. White people and Black people. I know everybody and their mama is here now. I know. Make you wonder why the hell they here, because ain't nobody here to help us. And them floods of people that come over here and say, what you doing to Black people, you must stop it. No, them folks came over here acting like they was white. I'm just saying the way I've been looking at things and stuff, because it just ain't right. It's just not right. And I didn't come over here to sit down and talk to y'all and tell y'all that it's going to be okay. And we just got to keep on keeping on. And somebody know that Kumbaya song and stuff. I don't. But, you know, and can we all get along and hold hands and stuff? That's over with. That's over and done with. I just thank my ancestors that I don't mind telling us what we need to know. But I will say one thing, you better let them babies start creating and inventing and stuff so they can get your Black ass out of them Tesla cars. Your ass gonna remember something. Take that hairpin out, pull that damn weave off your head and get that hairpin. And you jab that hairpin off in that damn ignition switch. Well, damn, it ain't gonna have no ignition. Jab it off into the whole damn steering wheel. I don't know. Your keys or something. But you better get our babies where they can start thinking. Get them away from all that bullshit. Let them start thinking, because who else you think gonna invent all of the creations? All of the tools, the skills, the knowledge. It's right there in their brain. It's in yours too. You see here, white folks ain't inventing nothing. They ain't inventing shit that we can use. It's really anti-life. Everybody is in danger. Everybody in danger. I don't know how else to put it to you. Yep, mankind and humanity is literally in danger. Yep, but see, black people, y'all didn't want to understand this stuff. We didn't. I didn't either. Hell, I got to 11th grade and quit school. But shit, we hard-headed. Now we forced to do these things. Yeah, I want you to know when I ain't around no more and stuff, you don't hear me on here. Face ain't been on in 2 or 3 days and stuff. But I remember what she said. Yeah, you better keep some gratitude in your heart. You better keep a song in your heart. And you better start teaching our babies. Read something. I'm just saying, read something to our babies and stuff. I don't know how long we're going to have the internet since everything being yanked away and reneged and stuff. But we got to make sure that we can change our mindset. Got to, hell, you're already paying for it and stuff. You don't pay for this right here. I can't come on and talk to y'all and stuff and read to y'all. You got to pay for these sites and stuff like this. So one day when hell, it's too expensive, you can't do it. I think now I'm supposed to go to fan base or somewhere. I don't know. I'll find out. I'm just saying, out of all of this and stuff, at the end of the day, in your life, day to day, when you out working, shopping, at the laundromat, whatever, you see your people, give your people a smile. If you can, ask them, start talking to them, break the ice with black people. Because we're going to need us. What we going to do with all of this that's being built up? Everybody planning on running over there to Sabrina. You're going to sacrifice your family, your friends, your community. You're going to run your ass over there with Sabrina and white folks so you can be all right and leave the rest of us, just sacrifice us, huh? Sacrifice us again because we didn't reach them higher pinnacles that y'all consider success. And your ass ain't talking about nobody, Black America. You ain't teaching about nobody. You ain't. It make me wonder, damn, did somebody actually tell them how to target us? They got so many targets on us. I'm going, damn, did they come up with all of this on their own? It don't make no sense to me. Even the fog. Remember I was telling y'all I was hoarse because of the fog? Yeah, I went through that damn fog and stuff. A lot of people were saying that they was hoarse and headaches and stuff. And honey did come find out. Then I was like, well, no, maybe it's because hell I be on here going hard and stuff. But I don't think so. I don't think it's this right here. Could be. I don't know. However, I did find out that it was a target with the fog. Them motherfuckers had the fog. Came through San Francisco Bay. Forgot what year it was. Around my mama was a baby and stuff. Where my receipts at? And y'all, the fog came through that morning. They thought it was a regular fog. And then by lunchtime, people was in the hospitals and stuff. One person died. I forgot his name wrote down, but I forgot about it. Forgot his name. One person died and stuff. And yeah, they thought it was really just nothing. Yeah, it was a whole targeting on people and stuff. So yeah, I don't trust nothing. I believe that, yeah, these conspiracy theories, a lot of them are true. Now that I see that, hey, we ain't okay. Now that I realize, black people ain't all right like I thought we was. I am motherfucking appalled at the betrayal. Yeah, let me get this out the way right here and stuff. We looking through a spiritual lens because, we be uncovering and condemning all the agendas, events, projects, laws, acts. They got memorandums and shit on us. They got plans, codes, all kind of shit on us. Even courses. They got courses studying the black woman's mind. Guess they want to know how they stay so forgiving and ain't wanting to stand up for themselves through I guess that's the Bible. However you want to split, they want to know how the black women do this. How can you stay around and under and amongst those that have literally, like a piece of paper, and you don't see nothing left but ashes? How can you stay around people that do you like that? How is your brain different to make you just give in to it? Just succumb to all of this that's been done to you and your people and stuff. And so I guess they want to study it and see how. I don't know, hell. Beats me. It's a whole study. I think black people, we are the largest study on the planet. in America anyway. The largest study. I don't know who said that. Dr. John Henry Clark, Bobby Kameen. Somebody said it. That we the largest, and we are. They have a convention like every 3 years. I think Dr. Layla Africa was talking about that convention. Studying our melanin. Trying to see how to get it. You can buy it now. It's like $356 a gram. Yeah, you better not go sell your melanin. Here, y'all already selling your plasma. I'm just saying, though. And yeah, we look through a spiritual lens of loyalty, resilience, and education because we need to know who the hell we loyal to. You need to know, Black America, who you loyal to. Right? If you didn't know, now you do. Now you do. You need to go do you some more research so you can fill in all of the knowledge and the lessons and the facts, historical facts that happened that you don't know. But now you know, yeah, it's some things you need to brush up on, upgrade yourself, your mentality. I'm just saying, we got to get it. This is our Bible right here, y'all. This is our Bible. Yeah, I can agree to disagree. Keep your white man's Bible because it is about you. Oh, yeah, this is about you. It did say he got brown skin, bronze skin, and kinky hair. It did say that it's about you. Yeah, but you ain't using the parts that's about you that you supposed to. You know you ain't using them scriptures your ass supposed to be using. You know you ain't. Now, I can understand why our ancestors didn't use them scriptures. Come out from Babylon. Don't have babies with their babies and stuff. A bastard can't get in heaven because they didn't have the knowledge, the tools, the weapons that they could defend themselves with. So yeah, they didn't go to them scriptures and stuff. But your ass supposed to be letting black people know. Have black babies and stuff. Yeah, that just came to me. We here for 2 reasons, y'all, to heal our people and have black babies. Who else the hell gonna have black babies? Not that they want to. They manipulating that interracial thing. It's a whole bunch against us and stuff. I'm motherfucking appalled about it all. And ain't nobody just really told us the truth. Everybody just beating around the bush. Just beating around the bush. And then see, those of us that didn't reach any of those pinnacles, we don't even get the information. We don't even get the knowledge, the information. We just don't. It like it trickle down and stop. I guess it dry up. I don't know, like paint do. When you paint, if you ain't painting right, it'll start dripping. And then it'll dry right there in the middle of the wall. You know, I'm just saying. So yeah, we look at through a spiritual lens of loyalty, resilience, and education because your ass need to know who are you loyal to, Black America. You need to know where your strength and your day-to-day come from. You get up every day and stuff, you know, you get up every day to face another day as a black man, another day as a black woman, and you don't even realize the significance of all of that in you that you can get up. And you ain't, and most days you ain't bitter and stuff. We all have bad days and stuff. But these right here are the baddest days. I don't care what your bad day look like. They finna cut your lights off. So fucking what? You get your check Friday. Reach over there and tell sister you need to run your extension cord over there. Call your auntie, your cousin, your sister, mama, and tell I need to bring these babies over there. You know, if you got them and stuff. You carry your ass to the thrift store, get some candles. Yeah, get you some candles. Get your little heating blanket and stuff so you can plug up into the extension cord. Keep the kids warm if they got to stay home, which I'm just saying. The resilience in us. And see, now you're going to need that resilience more than ever. Oh, yes, honey. White folks, they've been restraining all of this rage. Hell, don't be mad at me. Do not be mad at me. Be mad at they motherfucking asses. Because, see, the ones that's not around you, them the ones that's finna start the rage. How else you think 10,000 white folks went to one lynching? It was 10,000 white folks at John Hartfield's lynching. Where all these people come from? How? They rolling up there. Some of them were riding the cars and stuff on the cars in the hood. They was in trucks and stuff. Pregnant white women carrying their ass to lynchings. Little kids was getting out of school. They let little white kids out of school during the lynchings. So their ass can come to the lynchings and stuff. So see, when they do pop off and the rest of them run like ants, and they all get together on our asses and stuff. It's the new awakening. It's the new awakening. I don't know. Ask Sabrina. Hell, that's they brother, cousin, uncle, daddy, granddaddy, neighbor that's out there with them hoods and shit on. In our communities, again, because ain't none of that ever stopped against us. It ain't so, yeah, you're going to need to know about that resilience, Black America. You're going to need to know how you can survive it too. Because, see, we got to live on, y'all. We must live on. All of these extermination attempts and all of these genocide attempts, and we still here. Ask yourself why. We still here. I mean, damn. Y'all love white America that much. The indoctrination, I know it's deep. Hell, I was asleep for 40-some years. But when you get that message, somebody done resonated with you and stuff, and you got to take it from there. It ain't hard to do. Just start with thank you, ancestors. Yeah, find them links. That's going to lead you to more abundance and stuff. That's what you got to do, Black America. It is today versus yesterday. It is. You know, I don't want to be the harsh one coming on here talking to y'all. I wanted to come on and play some music for you and sing you a good song. But shit, the world is on fire. You're going to have to wake up. We got to wake up and get to work. Yeah. And it's all about knowledge. We just got to learn. We got to learn. When you know better, you do better. Yep, I know. I just remembered that right there. I should put that up on the wall too. Where's my receipt so we can do the copyright disclaimer, and then we're going to read more dirty little secrets, because we really trying to get through with it. Yeah, we about halfway through, I think, a little more than halfway through. And I think after this right here, I think we're going to go into powernomics. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to talk less and read more. You know, shit, get myself right here. Yeah. I'm just saying for real and stuff. It's different. It's different coming on here talking to us like this. Different than just talking to people you know. But it's worthy. The ancestors said, hey, they want to be remembered. They need us to remember them. They need us to get our asses right. Detox your ass. I'm just saying shit. You got to let go of the pork. I'm still trying to get rid of cigarettes and stuff. I'll cheat with some bacon every now and then and stuff. But yeah, on the whole and stuff, I don't eat other meats and stuff. You know, I do have my cheat days. Be gentle with yourself though. Because I'm just saying, you stop eating meat all at once and stuff, and you probably just, I don't know. Yeah, it'll take you a long time to bet. You got to wean off of them things. And you just got to start doing better and stuff. We eating like white folks. We can't eat like white folks. We got to eat for us. All that milk and cheese and shit, that's mucus forming foods. Yeah, we got to start eating right for us. We really ain't supposed to be eating that meat and shit. But, you know, we like it. We season it up real good. And you know, and that's how we eat and stuff. But it's really unhealthy for us. It's really, I know you don't want to believe it and stuff, because a big old good cold glass of milk. What? And then they got it in strawberry, vanilla, chocolate, butter pecan. Yeah, you can go get some butter pecan milk. It's supposed to be the better brand, the healthier brand. I don't know, because I just don't drink milk no more. After you are past your infant stage, your body don't need milk no more, because your body, Black people body, do not make the enzyme that break down milk. Milk comes from a cow, an animal. We not animal. We don't have animal DNA. So our body can't even process no animal substances, the milk and the meat and stuff like that. It's really hard on us. You know, yeah, we just got to start learning so we can do better for us and stuff. Break that mentality. Yeah, stop thinking like white women and stuff. Shit, I'm so thankful I'm a Black woman. Do you know? I am so thankful I am a Black woman. I come from the cosmos, honey. Ain't no beginning and no end to me. I can even come back to this motherfucker if I want to. Black people, you can come back here if you want to, because you came from the cosmos. That's why the cosmos is trying to get back to their natural homeostasis. All Black. At one time, the earth was all Black. Yep. Now, I don't know if Mother Earth trying to get rid of all the other people that's, you know, similar to white folks, since everybody else want to be white. But that'd be fine with me. Shit, go back all Black. Mother Gaia, shit, I can accept that. I'm going to get my ass out the way. Shit, everybody shit. For real. Shit, it's true. Mother Gaia, Dr. Deborah Blood just said it. Mother Gaia is trying to get back to her natural homeostasis. She's raising her frequency, so we got to raise ours. We got to raise ours. I'm going to tell you another thing, but let me do this right here. Copyright disclaimer under 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Ain't that some shit? That's long. I was trying to learn it, but shit, hell, we don't know how long we even gonna have to do it, so I'll just read it. But yeah, you detox yourself and get yourself back on that natural equilibrium. I know, right? When you start reading this shit, see your words, they elevate for you and stuff. But you get yourself back on your natural homeostasis, and then you finally at that tuning with the earth. Oh, honey, us as a people, collectively now. That don't mean you yourself, by yourself, will be able to do this. But collectively, and it ain't no lie. This is true. It ain't no lie. Just like, let me see if I got a ticket on my car. I went out there the other day, honey, and they ass had a parking ticket on my car. Now, when you do this collectively, as one, black people, we do this. And we probably gonna have to be in sync with Black America too, Black Africa too, because we are one. Black America and Black Africa are one. We one and the same. Get that through your head right now. We one and the same. So when we get to that natural equilibrium and we all are in sync together, and we'll be able to stop all of this technology and stuff. The same way that Sammy and Toko stopped that helicopter, honey, we will be able to stop all of this shit. I don't know. When we do, I don't know if these big old metal 5G towers are going to just crumble or what. We'll probably have to get up there and take the motherfuckers down. That's when they going to take these damn things down. I'm just saying. But we got to get back right, y'all, right to us. See, white America done fooled us so much. We so off. But that's all you got to do is rectify your diet. Your diet. Yeah. Go back to, make it easy for yourself. Go back to vegetables and fruits. Vegetables and fruits, just a little bit at a time. With the meat and stuff, maybe have meat 5 times a week, then go to 3 times a week, then go to once a week. You're going to do this like maybe 2 or 3 weeks at a time, because, that way you'll give yourself used to it. You'll be able to get used to it. Yeah, well, I ain't had meat in a while and stuff, and you won't miss it as much. Because if you be like, I'm going to stop eating chicken today, then you're going to be missing chicken and want chicken and stuff like that. So just be gentle with yourself. Yeah, it's a whole new mental revamp we got to do. I didn't know. I'm just glad I'm on the right side. Shit, let me give some shout outs so I can read. I don't know. I've been stuttering a lot lately. My mama was a stutterer. Yeah, and I thank you, mama. I do. I ain't really talked to mama in a few days. About a week and a half, I think. So yeah, I guess she's sent her face. Shit, I did last week when I mentioned her crossing over. I mentioned my mama then. But yeah. Oh, hey, Aya. Oh, Vicky. How you doing, McKinley? I know. Oh, Heather, it's so good to see you, my sister. I'm so glad y'all here. I don't know how y'all got here, but I'm glad y'all here. I'm so glad y'all here. It is so wonderful. Oh, Kelvin, look at you. You did this. I know. I am Key Error. I like that wordplay. I like that wordplay. Yeah, we just got to start using it for us. Yeah, all them little bland words and stuff. Yeah, we got to elevate our greetings to each other too. I love shalom. I know nothing about it, shalom. And grand rising and stuff, but I'm not there yet. I just have to say good day. I won't say good morning to you, because it ain't nothing good about death. And these words, they just hit different for us. Ain't nothing wrong with learning and stuff. It ain't nothing. Now, when I sign my check, and them documents and stuff, I signed it like they need it. Because, hell, I'm applying for my damn check. So, you got it. I want my money. I ain't going to write it EYE. I'm going to write a big old I. I want my money. I'm just saying. But, yeah, it's so good to see y'all. So, now let's read. Because, we need it. We need us. We need all we could give us right about now. And yeah, so it ain't nothing wrong with it. It ain't nothing wrong with it. You got geniuses at home with you, and you see it every day. Oh, honey, you see it every day. I done got my grandbabies, they own notebook. We be looking at Anthony Browder. Sure do. We be looking at Anthony Browder. I put the letters on there too, the closed captioning. So you gonna write this down word for word. Yeah, we'll look at it on replay and stuff. Just start teaching them and stuff so they can know different things. That's gonna benefit us. Because honey, them folks even got a baby robot. They got a little big head baby robot named San Diego. I don't know when his ass gonna come around, or if he gonna be before the robot dogs. I don't know if he gonna be with Sophia, the robot, and she's a citizen. Yeah, Sophia, the humanoid robot, they done made her ass a citizen of Saudi Arabia. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to cuss her ass out or not. If I might get a charge, I know we walking out. I know I might not say a word to her. I might just look at her ass. But when I turn around and say, come on, y'all, we leaving. We getting the hell up out of there. So it's crazy. None of this is pro-life. Ain't none of this pro-life, and that's fine. I just want you, my people, to know it's a different day now. Yes, it's a different day now. We got to be all for us now. Sure do. When motherfuckers is in them Tesla cars and stuff and they can't get out, I don't know, might be 3.5 years, hell, might be 3 months. I don't know the way these people is going and acting. But when you see our family in these Tesla cars and they can't get out and they banging on the window saying, let me out, you better tell them what your son told you. You better say, take your keys and stab it into the ignition switch. Into the column of the steering wheel. You better say something. Because hell, you ain't going to be able to open the door either. Sure ain't. No, you better stay far away from all this technology stuff. Just use what you got to use. Use what you got to use, and the rest of it, don't go getting in all these smart devices and stuff. Alexa is enough if you got her ass in your house. That's why I went over my friend's house, and I was talking to them and stuff, and the baby named Lexi. And I was talking to the baby, and Alexa came on. I guess she recognized the exit. I don't know. I was just like, what the hell? But them things is listening to you. So yeah, I don't go back and visit no more. Not that much and stuff, I don't go back and visit that much and stuff because I was like, what the hell? But it was the keyword and stuff. So yeah, be particular about what you bringing into your home and stuff because everything ain't for us. Who said that? Dr. Amos Wilson? One of them said that all that technology is not for us. Dr. Phil Valentine, somebody said it. And I just want y'all to know. I mean, for real. Shit is getting real serious out here. It ain't us just fighting our regular fights that our ancestors had fought and stuff, and like police brutality, wrongful conviction, the housing crisis, homelessness, the judicial system and stuff like that. No. Now our motherfucking asses is fighting Project C-Space and all that King Alfred plan finna roll up on our asses and shit. We got other fights to this right here. It is. I was like, damn. And some of this stuff they've been planning for 20 and 30 years. Yeah, it's like, wow, they really been doing this. Like Cancer Alley, all them DuPonts and all them manufacturing plants and stuff, them motherfuckers been in them communities for 20, 30 years, setting off pollution and stuff. It's one town in Louisiana, nothing but water and stuff in the front yard of their whole block. Because they don't let the pipes and stuff wear down, so it's sewage everywhere and stuff. It's just a whole bunch of anti-life shit. We shouldn't have never stayed around these people. We shouldn't have. And this is our last opportunity now, Black America, to be for your people and stand up for your people. Because there ain't going to be much your ass can do when you get behind them smart cities. Them smart cities. Don't let them carry you to them smart cities. It could be that Tesla car gonna lock your ass in there and it's gonna ride you right onto that smart city. Hell, I don't know what's gonna come out the vent. But when your ass wake up, you're gonna be in that smart city with a chip in your ass. Well, who else gonna be in the smart city? White folks? I don't even see old white people, old vulnerable white people in them smart cities because they want to be outside. Yep. Them cars gonna take your ass right on to the concentration camps and stuff. It's a whole, y'all, this whole manipulation is all against Black people. That's why they say we ain't got no friends. Ain't nobody told you that. Yeah, face. Last month, my brother-in-law and them, they went to the Ku Klux Klan meeting. Yeah, they were planning on some handing out flyers in y'all communities. Ain't nobody said nothing, knowing that's their sons. Them they daughters. Yeah, white women out there too. One white woman recently talking about, we still got whips. I got whips and chains. For real. So that's what you trying to do. That's what you trying to do. You trying to hang and lynch some motherfuckers, some people and stuff. That's what they doing out there now. Those are somebody's family. Hell, that's somebody's sister. Sabrina, Karen, Ken, Brad. So when all of this do pop off, I don't want you to act like your ass is surprised and you didn't know. And Sabrina, why you didn't tell us? Sabrina got to carry her ass over there with them, or she gonna suffer with you. These people will kill their own. I don't know. It seems like it's a honor to uphold all of this anti-life because it's against black people. I mean, look at it now. Shit, America, white America. The few blacks that went out there and voted for Trump, hell, their asses is in the sunken place. Shit, they white friends told their ass how to vote. And that's what happened. That's what happened to the few blacks that went and voted for Trump. But white America, they don't give a damn. Them other folks, they don't give a damn what's going to happen. We ain't finna help black folks. If it's going to help black folks, we ain't doing it. I don't care who's going to be sacrificed. They don't care. So, yeah, we might as well be proud to stand up for your people. I am. Sure is, honey. Better not nobody come up in my face talking about, that was a long time ago and stuff. What? You don't want me to talk about John Hartfield? You don't want me to bring up Emmett Till, Mary Turner and her baby? Everybody that we learned about, Maurice Mays, you don't want us to bring that up for what? Why? All these lies and stuff. Your James Marion Sims, is that his name? Your father of medicine? Why you got us thinking that y'all the greatest healers? Go to white folks for our medicine, our treatment, our cures and stuff. You sick, go see white folks and stuff. They'll give you a pill. We done with all of that all across the board. That's what Neely Fuller said. All across the board, white supremacy control everything. Racism control everything. We got to break the mentality and look for ourselves what we need in every area of life. And as for me, it ain't white folks motherfucking ass. You get your diagnosis. Whatever it is. You get your diagnosis. You know they're going to give your ass that prescription too with like 9 pills. Go on and get it too. I'm just saying, But when you get home, you call Dr. Yaki. You call our brother Dr. Yaki. And you tell him what your diagnosis was. And that you got to start this right here and start that. And because you're going to tell your physician, well, look at here, I'm going to start this next week. I'm going to start the week off. Yeah, I'm just saying if you can. I ain't no doctor, none. I'm just telling your ass what I know and what I think about it and stuff. Because, hell, it's in every area of life. So, shit, you got to start critiquing it, too. Because when I went and got my tooth pulled, and it was hurting so bad, y'all, because I kept having high blood pressure, so I couldn't get it pulled. And then it seemed like all of them was hurting. So when I was in there on that numbing stuff, I was just giving the numbing again and stuff. And then they were like, oh, these teeth right here got to come out too. So I was like, get all their asses and stuff. And it wasn't even necessary. It wasn't even necessary. All of these things. So the thing I'm trying to tell you is that they gave me some pills. Told me to take these pills to get my blood pressure regulated. But I took it for 3 weeks. But I be damn after that, y'all see, I said that phrase again. The lady told me that I was going to have to take them pills for the rest of my life. She sure did, honey. I got it on the wall right there, honey. You can drink some, to lower your blood pressure, you can drink some garlic with okra. I'll go pull it off of that wall in there. I sure will. But then, I'm trying to quit smoking cigarettes and stuff. It's an uphill battle. You got to try every day. Just be gentle with yourself, and do these things that you can do for your own health. Because I don't want to take these damn pills every day for what? I said, I only been taking it for 3 weeks and it wasn't every day. So see, yeah, you got to start doing your research and stuff. We must. And I thank you for telling me to get medical artified because I sure did. I got that book. I tried to read a little bit of it last night. It's graphic. We're going to wait. But I got it and stuff because it's a learning process. Everything is about learning. And food is your medicine. Who that said that Elijah, Muhammad, eat to live? Food is our medicine. That's all you need, your food. I got a whole list in there of spices. Spices ain't nothing but medicine. Hell, you are a walking pharmacy. I didn't even know that. So when was I going to learn all of this? In the 12th grade? Because they ain't taught me nothing. Honey, when you feeling brave, your body, your brain, the hypothalamus, you know what I'm talking about in your brain, it releases interleukin. interleukin. I learned it too recently. When you feeling brave, whatever wrong with you, even if ain't nothing wrong with you, you ought to just be out. Oh, I'm so grateful. I feel brave. I feel brave. I just feel brave, so it can release that interleukin. And now interleukin, I read that it's the number one cancer fighting medicine or ingredient, element, substance, or whatever. But it's natural. It's right inside of you. Yeah. When you feeling happy, oh honey, your hypothalamus, honey, it releases what did it say? Endorphins. Yes. And when you calm, like I ain't really calm right now. I know I'm but when you calm, your brain is releasing Valium. You don't even need to go get no prescription. Just keep yourself calm. Yeah, keep yourself calm. That's it. I'm only like this when it comes to my people. I'm not naturally like this and stuff because I'm outside and stuff. I better not see nobody mistreating my people when I'm outside. And I have seen that happen. Yeah, I don't be looking for it. I just see it. You got to put your eyes on the prize. Start noticing your people. Noticing where you at and who around you, who looking at you. Because folks be looking at you when you out there. They see that gratefulness on you. They don't know what it is. But they see that on you, that polishing on you that come from the sun. It's coming from the sun. Sure will. I don't know, honey. When I say we're in a new awakening, Black America, we are in a new awakening. But you ain't got to fear. See, this where your Bible going to come in handy for you. This where you're going to need all your faith that you got out of this Bible right here. You're going to need that for you, for your ancestors, for your people. See? That's when you're going to use it. The goodness that you got out of this Bible right here, and you keep it under your arm and you get that black Bible right there, that's what's going to help you too. You just got to use it in a different way. You got to use it for the benefit of your people. Even like y'all be saying, keep God in between your marriages and stuff, and that very well may be true. But you're supposed to keep your ancestors in between your relationship too. Now, I'm just saying, if your ancestors is telling you, no, this ain't no equal yoke, because y'all say in the Bible, you can't be unequally yoked. That's what y'all always saying and stuff. And when your ancestors is letting you know, no, you love me, but they don't love me. So why the hell is you going to be with that person? You don't love me no more? That's what your ancestors saying. I mean, we got to keep them in the middle too. I know it's a lot, honey. I'm glad I woke up. I don't know who kicked my ass out the bed, but I'm glad they did. Because I was playing possum too. When Martin Luther King said, I fear I leave my people in a burning house, I was in there too, coughing in my shirt. Get your ass up and get out the house. It's on fire. But somebody kicked me up. Boom. Get your ass up and get up out of here. And I was running. Come on, y'all. Let's go. This motherfucker on fire. And y'all ass still in there in the burning house. Yeah, that's how I see it and stuff. So I'm thankful, honey. They told me to get my ass up and get the hell up out of here. Yeah, we just got to change our mindset. You know, it's easy. Once we think that we can do it, once we just acknowledge you can do it and stuff, it's easy. You the best. Black people, you the best. Can't nobody do it like you do it. Can't nobody love you like you can love you. Don't nobody even want to. Don't nobody want to love you black people like you do. I'm just saying, you know, I just want us to know the truth. Just know the truth. I ain't mad at y'all because I come on here and tell us how I feel and stuff. I can't come on here joking about it, or then you're going to think, oh, hell, shit, it don't make no damn sense about no damn multiverse. You know? Yeah. It's serious. Hell, where you going to spend your forevermore? Now that you know. And I see, when I didn't know these things, I was okay with heaven. Hell, I'm going to heaven, I ain't going to hell. But it is more than just heaven and hell. You got heaven, hell, and the afterlife. You do. White people can't come back here. You can come back here. So why come you ain't got another option where you gonna spend your forevermore? I'm just saying, all of these lies and stuff, the manipulations, and Dr. Ray Hagan said that it was dedicated ignorance, and I just want you to know, it ain't no insult. You just dedicated to that ignorant shit. That white folks taught you. I was indoctrinated too. I was brainwashed too. I was at that point at one time. I wasn't even in church like that. You better not say nothing about Jesus. I wasn't even in church like that with some of y'all and stuff. Saturday, Wednesday, Sunday morning, Sunday night. Honey, as soon as I could, I stopped going. So it was to Sister Mary looked out the window and stuff and seen me walking down the street. It just didn't resonate with me like that and stuff. I think I got what I need to get out of it just from, y'all. And my mom and my grandmama and them and stuff. I know don't go out here and kill and steal and destroy. Them 10 commandments and stuff. And they came from the 42 laws of my aunt. I got it somewhere. I might have to look it up again. It's so much we don't know. And all of them unknowings, they block us from reaching our greatest potential. Yep. I got it in one of these notes and stuff. I'm going to find. I got to get some organization going here. And the man, I don't know his name, but when he won his political seat, he told white folks, when he was running, he told white folks, yeah, we're going to have to be the bigger person and let them get in here. Because black folks started leaving the Republican Party. And he was with the Democrats. So he was telling white folks, yeah, once I get in here and stuff, we got the cat in the bag. We got this. And he was just like, because black people ain't being led to the polls no more. They leaving the Republican side and they coming over here with us. So, we going to be the bigger person and let them get some shoes. We're going to let them get some shoes, but we ain't going to get their ass no shoestrings. They were doing shit like that. Manipulative shit. That's why I don't see why the hell we ain't just crashed this political bird a long time ago. Now we got to stay on it a little bit longer, I think. I don't know. But you better get your own political party going so your ass can draw up your own demands that you want and stuff. And what they going to do, push your table out the way? Hell no. We just ain't sitting at your table. I'll stand up behind your ass with all my demands for black people right here. Yeah. I'm just saying, where is our critical thinkers at and stuff that's going to go the extra mile for us? We is in extreme circumstances, ain't we? That's what it looked like to me. Hell, I woke up and like, whoa, damn, I didn't know none of this was happening and stuff. It wasn't even a little bit at a time. It just all of it was just, that's how it is for us. That's what we've been going through. All of this is what we've been going, and ain't nobody even said that it's finna get worse. Oh, honey, it's finna get really worse. You better get you an inside garden, get you a hydroponic system going up and stuff so you can filter out your own water and stuff like that. And you ain't even got to come outside if you don't want to. When the shit hit the fan and stuff, and they're going to be coming to your house. Oh, girl, can you make me a little stir fry? Just put me some potatoes, onions, and green peppers, and some carrots. Put it in a bag. I'll take it home and fry it on my little hot skillet and stuff. We're going to have to be doing stuff like that. I'm just saying, and if you got your home and stuff, your backyard, honey, dig up some of that dirt and put you a can. Get you one of them big old cans with, or something. Build you something with some bricks. That way, you down south and stuff, and it's pretty much always the weather is pliable. The weather is usable. So when you're down south and stuff, hell yeah, and cover it up when you ain't using it. That way, when you need to, when you got to, keep your fire low. Cook it slow so ain't nobody gonna smell it and stuff, but they can come take all your food and stuff. And go ahead and use that to cook your dinner and stuff. We're gonna have to be using extreme measures to survive. And it's like, damn, for real. That's what it's gonna be like. So yeah, just help each other and stuff. Barter with each other. Yeah, I'll give you some of these carrots, sis. Give me some of them potatoes you got over there. I'll take half potatoes and half onions. We're gonna have to do something. Yeah, I'll come over there and braid them babies' hair and stuff. Yeah, give me my stir fry. Just fix me up a stir fry. You got some fruits over there too you growing? Throw me some of them fruits in the bag and stuff. Or better yet, here, I'm going to give you this for this stir fry. And I'm going to give you a couple of pots. Here go you some seed packets, and you go home and start your garden. We're going to have to just start doing things for each other. And that's just on a lower level and stuff, because, I really don't have all that pinnacle, where you up high and you can come up with these fancy solutions and stuff. I ain't got all of that and stuff, When they tell you and you find it, then you come and tell us. See how that work? That we'll all be getting the knowledge and the information so we can survive this right here and walk where you need to go. I know the Tesla car look good and stuff, Hell, if it ain't too far, walk. Hell, I walked 60 miles one time, y'all, to see Johnny Cochran. 2 times. Because the first time I wasn't successful. I got there and, I was dehydrated. So I went to the hospital and they gave me that saline bag. Charged me like $250. I was like, damn, when I got that bill, what? But yeah, so you got to go anywhere, walk. Don't be getting yourself caught up in stuff. It's getting really bad out here and stuff. And all this traveling and stuff, don't travel by yourself if you ain't got to. Let your family and friends know where you're going. Keep in touch with everybody. I'm just saying it's getting real crucial out here and stuff. Yeah, I'm like, damn, hell, where's the nearest sundown town to me? I'm just saying. Don't act like I'm not going to act like what's happening, what's being revealed to me, because I'm ready. Oh, yeah, I'm ready. I know some of us ain't ready for this. So you got to get a little bit at a time. It's okay if you got to go to another site, another channel and stuff, and then come back. Because it's a lot. Yeah, it's a lot. So I just want you to know what's going on out here and stuff. Some of the stuff I don't even tell. It ain't even enough time. Sometimes I don't even get to read. Well, what time is it anyway? Oh, yeah, we better read because I've been going like shit for an hour and a half now. Ain't I? You ready to cuss a motherfucker out about black folks? Yeah, better not nobody come and ask me nothing about black folks. Talking about, well, we all together. We ain't ever been together. Ain't nobody ever had no sincerity for my people. It just amazes me. I'm appalled. And then to think that 10 months and 18 days after the riots, the massacres in 1919, that's when white America had to do their lynchings. Man, you just couldn't wait. You just had to experience it one time, I guess. Yeah, they ain't my friends. Sure ain't. I don't know, sis. The 10 Commandments do not come from Egypt. It came from the Almighty through Moses. Oh, I heard Moses wasn't even real. You can't even find his grave. I don't know. We're gonna find out though. We're gonna find out these crucial facts that we need to know. Now I know you can go and you can find our ancestors' bones in their grave and their body. But Moses and stuff, I did try, years ago to find where Jesus was buried at, but I was unsuccessful. Maybe I should have kept digging. I don't know. But we're going to find out because all this manipulation on my people, I'll let you know. And then come find out Sister Abigail Lucy Mary. She one of our family over in Black Africa. Because, Black Africa is telling a lot of our stories too because we ain't doing it. You get your channel, I'll come and read on your channel if you want me to read a particular book. It could be an easy book where, yeah, that way I can stay calm, see, and we can release value together. But she was saying that the man that wrote this book, that wrote the Bible, his ass also wrote the book called Demonology. I got to go find it. We're going to learn all of these things and stuff. Dr. Ray Hagen said that religion is a vehicle of enslavement. Religion got a true purpose. Hell, I thought religion's purpose was to get us to heaven, to show us and guide us and teach us how to get to heaven. You live right and you follow this book right here and you'll get to heaven. And no, religion's true purpose. It's got a true purpose. Religion's true purpose is to stop the thought process. Yep, he said it's a cultural, philosophical vehicle of spiritual and intellectual enslavement. I don't know what the receipt said for that right there, but that's what he said. He said religion's true purpose. Religion is a cultural, crazy as hell, philosophical vehicle of spiritual and intellectual enslavement. Yeah, as long as you've been believing it and riding with it and stuff, yeah, I'm down with Jesus. I ride with this. Yep, it's been enslaving your thought processes. That's what he said. It's got two outcomes. For the people that created this, that wrote this book, Dr. Ray Higgins is the pastor. He's the psychologist. So see, you got to do your research through him. If this ain't resonating and making sense to you, hear it from him. Maybe I'm explaining it where it ain't resonating with you. You don't understand it and stuff. I don't know. But it's worthy to look into this, to consider this and stuff. He said for the people that created this, that wrote this book with all these contradictions in it and stuff, he said that these people are appeared to be superior. And, the Almighty, like you see Jesus as the white man, Cesario Borgio. But the people who receive it, who believe in it, black people, they gave this to black people, forced this on black people. He said it paralyzes your analysis. You can't think. It stops your thought process. It's different for us than it is for other people. Everything is different for us than it is. We the only ones that came from the cosmos. Everybody, we the only ones that came from the cosmos. Other groups of people did not come through the cosmos. They didn't come from the cosmos. After we arrived here, we came through the womb, through the birth canal. But why you think the black woman's womb is the blackest womb, just like the universe? At nighttime when the sky is so black, that's the black woman's womb. It's blackity black, black, black. Other people's wombs are like looking through a piece of paper behind a light, and you can see the redness. You can see the lightness of it. That's other people's wombs. The black woman womb, it's black. We came from the cosmos. Hell, I don't know. Do your research, and you didn't have to say all that. This is how you got to say it. I don't know. Maybe I can break it down and say it, make it more understandable in like 10 minutes instead of an hour and a half. But it's just us. We just got to get back to us. Yeah, I'm saying, wow, I'm so glad I'm on the right side. Honey, if you don't choose yourself and your people and your ancestors, you might be lost forever. I'm just saying you might be lost forever. Here and in the afterlife, in heaven. You go to heaven, you definitely going to be there forever and ever. Heaven is not for us. Once we learn these things, once you learn these things that your ancestors endured and suffered, then none of them ever survived these lynchings. Wasn't nobody able to survive these lynchings. That was it. That was it. For our people, that was it for them. Some of them, they didn't even get to bury them and stuff. LQ Ivy, white folks set that baby on fire twice. So many bodies and stuff that they just burned and stuff. No, why are you going to go to heaven with them folks? Why? That too got to be critiqued. It's got to be critiqued, y'all. It don't make no sense. I don't know. You're going to feel like you're blaspheming, but you're not. Just ask your higher power. You got to be sincere. Ask your higher power. Where you supposed to spend your forevermore? Ask him, her, whoever it is. My higher power was a woman. Yeah. My higher power was a woman. But ask your higher power, where are you supposed to spend forever and ever and ever? Just be blank with them. Just talk to them like I talk to mine, like I talk to you. Just ask them, high power, Yahweh, are we supposed to go to heaven with white folks? Put it as simple as you can, as you need to. I don't know. We all got our own relationship with our high power, how we talk with them, how they talk with us and answer us and stuff. Just ask them that so you won't feel like you blaspheming. Because after life on earth and stuff, when you do die, D-Y-E, and pass over and stuff, you want to be free? Huh? I mean, shit, you're going to be under white folks here on earth and in heaven. Because white folks, they already done told you it's the pearly white gates. Who they are going behind the pearly white gates? And white folks, yeah, I guess they are too, huh? Or maybe they're going to stay outside the gates. But then, you got Jesus and God right there at the gate. Jesus going to take you to this white man, and you get behind them gates and stuff. And I think they're going to clip your wings when you get behind them gates. But the black Bible, see the black Bible right here on page 64, Red Summer. Yeah, William Joseph Simmons. He revived the Ku Klux Klan, honey. I've been doing research, honey. This man, he elevated the Klan to like 4 million members. Yeah, he did, honey. But what I want to read right here is he revived the Ku Klux Klan in 1915. And on Thanksgiving night, his ass went up on Stone Mountain in Georgia. And he Christian. He had a lot of speeches and stuff. He Christian. He blessed the Klan that he brought up, him and 15 of his friends. I thought Stone Mountain had the Akashic records in the Stone Mountain. So how the hell was his ass able to climb on top of it? That's because we ain't in sync. We ain't in sync with each other. We not in sync with the planet or the cosmos. That's how they ass is able to run all over everything. That's how the ass is able to run all over everything, because we off. We got to get on code. We got to get on code. But anyway, this man said that he formed the group, the Ku Klux Klan. He called it his child. It was his child. He loved it. He said that he formed the group in response to a spiritual vision of robed horsemen galloping in the sky, followed by a map in the shape of the United States. Honey, if that ain't the Ku Klux Klan up there in heaven, I don't know what is. I don't. So if they up there and your ass up there and stuff, where you think you at, Black America? On the horse with them? Oh, now they doing these things to themselves in heaven. No, that's you. What y'all be saying? As above, so below. I don't know. I ain't never even read your Bible. We gonna get to it, but you got to start thinking, using your brain and stuff. Why is it gonna be wrong for you to seek where you should spend your ever after life? Don't that matter too? Just be comfortable. Ask your higher power. Can you seek these answers? And they gonna let you know, yeah, you can seek the answers and stuff. Your higher power should want you to be free on earth and in the afterlife when you cross over. If your afterlife, if your higher power don't want you to know where you should spend forever and ever and ever, then you probably got the wrong higher power. I'm just saying. It seemed to me like all of them is leading y'all to heaven. But hell, how is heaven? What is heaven like? Who lying to my people? Who lying to my people? I'm not going to heaven with white folks. Fuck that. I'm going to the afterlife. I'm going to the 12th of never. I might be flying through the multiverse, doing cartwheels and flipping and backflips and stuff, but I ain't going to heaven with white folks. And I advise you, Black America, to do your research before you carry your ass to heaven. Because see, now things is different. With this awakening, you know. After you see this video right here, you know. You can't be like, oh no, I'm not even going to consider that and stuff. I'm going on to heaven and stuff. Then that's where you're going to have to stay. Now, Willie Brown, John Hartfield, Isaac McGee, Mary Turner, Mary's unborn baby, Jim Grant, Jesse Thornton, Jeff Brown, all of our ancestors that was lynched, roasted, burned, skinned alive, eaten to death, that didn't know about the afterlife. I told them they could get up and leave heaven. You could get up and leave heaven. They were innocent. They had no idea, no knowledge, no facts that it was more than heaven and hell. It is more than heaven and hell. Where's a damn quarter? A penny. I can find a penny somewhere. I will show you. A penny got 3 sides. It's got head, tails, and then it's got that little ridge around it and stuff. That's your afterlife. You ain't got to go to heaven or hell. That don't even make no sense. So I told all of them, you can fly on up out of heaven. You ain't got to stay up there with white folks. Emmett Till too. You ain't got to stay up there in heaven with white folks. Where's the justice for them? I know with faith they don't remember that, because the Bible do say the dead don't know they dead. But then the Bible make me think that you living and stuff too. But I ain't never read the book, so I don't know. But I just want to say that, even if you don't remember, when you get to heaven, if you don't remember, and your lyncher, your murderer don't remember, God remember. So what? Emmett Till didn't remember what happened to him on earth, and Carolyn Bryant didn't remember that her motherfucking ass lied on him. Her husband and her brother-in-law didn't know. They didn't remember that they motherfucking asses took that baby down there to the Tuskegee River and did them things to him. And the cries that he was crying out, I can't believe they in heaven together. If they don't know, because they don't remember that higher power, God know. Where's the loyalty for Emmett? Where is it? Because if they there together, he didn't get no justice then either. If he did, he wouldn't be there with them. Y'all the one taught us that God forgive everything. Just repent. You repent and you don't do it no more. You change your heart. God will forgive you. So he forgave them too. That's what Carolyn did before she died. She didn't give no apologies, sincere apologies to Emmett and stuff. She just asked God to forgive her, and she okay. She can get to go to heaven. Well, we ain't going up there with their asses. You better start doing your research. Hell, if you still want to go to heaven with white folks, then you go. You got a duty to tell your people. They got to consider where they going to spend the afterlife at. Don't make no damn sense. All that they doing here to black folks on earth. And you think, oh, everything going to be fine in heaven. Louis Farrakhan got a song out there say, the white man's heaven is the black man's hell. Sure will. So you might want to take that detour and carry your ass on around heaven and stuff. My mama did. My mama passed over and stuff and got over there. This was waiting on your ass over there in heaven. I'm going to show y'all. It fell off the stems. It fell off the stem, but I'm keeping every ball and seed it got. I might plant one of these seeds in it and stuff. Because it's real. You cross over and stuff, honey, your ass is seeing nothing but cotton. Them ain't clouds over there on that other side. No, that's cotton in heaven up there. The white man's heaven is the black man's hell. It's different for us. This whole existence here on earth is different for us. You're going to have to understand that. You're going to have to understand that. I know your whole life you ain't thought about nothing. You done had so many dreams about heaven and stuff. We got books and stories and movies and stuff about heaven. But honey, it's done left out the most important part about heaven. It's done left out the most important part about heaven for you. What is it going to be like for you forever and ever and ever? I'm not going. I am not going to heaven with white folks. Now, if white folks can't go to heaven, then say something. At least say, no, God don't forgive everything. God didn't forgive none of that. Then tell us. But you can't just keep us with the same old thought and narrative and shit that everybody's in heaven. Happy, not hungry, not hurt and stuff, because it don't make sense. It do not make sense. Now, let's read because I'm going outside and stuff. The sun trying to come out. It's a little cloudy, but that's all right. That's all right. Still go outside. At least I see some black people. Conservatives and Sambos. Ooh, this chapter 6. I didn't think we was on chapter 6. But you know, I do be turning down the ears on my pages and stuff. We ain't on chapter 6. We on chapter 4. Oh, chapter 5 is presidents and their scandals. They always been up to some shit. I be wondering, how did John Hanson give up the first presidential? How the hell did they take that from him? John Hanson, wasn't he the first black president? Somehow white folks eased their asses in there. It's just so much manipulation and stuff. I be wanting to know. Shit, I be wanting to know. My people need to know these things. Shit, we ain't the same. We are not the same with white folks. White folks is finna take over your identity. Somebody, that video of that Chinese man, them Chinese people, Japanese or whoever they is and stuff, honey, they going into their salons coming out with dreadlocks, coming out with braids, plaits with rubber bands on the end like black men be doing, putting beads on their hair and stuff when it start growing. They asses is doing it. So I'm like, who the fuck is finna try to be black? Is they trying to get rid of us again so somebody else can steal? They can steal our identity, our legacy, the culture. Everybody here, you turn on any video, everybody dancing black, everybody looking black. You don't know who black until you actually turn around and see their face. You got to turn their ad. You probably got to turn them 2 or 3 times because you know shit. Everybody, yeah, they can fool you too. I'm just saying, black people, we better wake up. You know, I do a lot of repetition and stuff, and you ain't got to worry because you probably won't miss much to leave and see me on another day. You know, when you see me with the book in my hand and you can leave it, well, at least she finna read, I guess. I don't know. I'm just getting here. Talking to my people and stuff. I don't want to be corralled. I don't want to be told how to talk to my people. I don't want to be on your schedule and stuff. I try to be respected. I'm going to be on here till I got to get up and go. But you can come and go. You can come and go. You know, I mean, it is what it is and stuff. You got to get yours too. If I had 5 TVs, I have everybody on at one time. You'd be like, well, damn shit, can we all just get on one accord? You know, everybody be together and stuff. That's what we're trying to get to. That's all I'm doing and stuff. I want to be part of the solution, y'all. I want to be the part of the solution for us. That's all I want to do for my people. Yeah. But Black women inventors. Now, I know you got some inventions, don't you? You know your sister been telling you about her invention since she been, what, 12? Huh? Been thinking and stuff. Yeah. Let her know it's time. Sure will, honey. All right. Black women inventors. And this is Dr. Claude Anderson. Yep. You know this is Dr. Claude Anderson. And his son, Brett. Y'all write y'all books too, you and them babies. Despite the barriers of racism and gender, Black women invented and patented numerous useful commercial products. It is a twist of fate that any documentation exists at all, because for centuries, few public or private records indicated the race and or gender of the inventors. However, even incomplete government records show some of the accomplishments of Black women inventors. Sarah E. Good, that's Goode, was one of the first Black women inventors to receive a patent. I know some Goods. I wonder, do they know this is their namesake? This is their namesake. Oh, my ancestors. She invented the folding cabinet bed in 1885. Ellen F. Eglin, Eglin, invented the clothes bringer in 1890. In 1888, Marion E. Benjamin invented the gong signal system. I never heard that. Just like that show, The Gong. Marion E. Benjamin invented the gong signal system that the United States House of Representatives adopted to summon pages. Sarah Boone, Claytonia Dorticus, Dorticus, Alice Parker, Archia, Archia, Archia Ross, and Jane Wright were other Black women who held government-approved patents. Some of their inventions included, look at here, the product, photographic by C.J. Dorticus on April 23rd, 1895, and they got the patent numbers too. Then you got the print wash. They didn't have the inventor, the date, or the patent for the print wash, but it was somebody Black. The hose leak stop by C.J. Dorticus on July 18th, 1899. Then there's the ironing board by Sarah Boone on April 26th, 1892. Suspenders. You know how you wear your suspenders? By A.L. Ross on November 28th, 1899. Wow. Yeah, see, everything that we use, everything now, it come from us. Everything that's got to be invented and contributed to life, humanity, for the future, we got to be invented. We supposed to be still inventing. But see, white folks done lulled us to sleep, so we really ain't inventing at our greatest capacity like we supposed to. But we finna start now. Yep. The amount of money and recognition these Black women receive for their various patents and inventions are unknown. Probably not much, probably nothing. White folks took everything, and if they did give them some, they kept the bulk of it. Yeah, and that's what I believe. An off-Broadway spy. Josephine Baker was a popular Black entertainer who became a spy and a hero for the Allies during World War II. Josephine Baker was born in June 1906 in St. Louis, Missouri. I didn't know that. By the time she was 16 years old, Josephine was a popular entertainer recognized for her dancing and singing talents. Black musicians Noble Sissle, Sissle. I was listening to a live today about sizzling. Yep, sure was. I'm just saying. Black musicians Noble Sissle and U.B. Blake, Eubie. U.B. Blake was so impressed with her talent that they introduced her to a national American audience when they featured her in their all-Black musical, Shuffle Along. And see, I don't really like musicals, but I'm gonna look for Shuffle Along. Yep, and it's all black too. That'll probably be the turning point for me because see, I like black stuff. I like black movies and black shows, and you know, that's what resonates with me mostly. And most of the musicals and stuff, they white. So that's I'm gonna try it out and see. I'm gonna let y'all know. The show opened on Broadway in 1921. Shuffle Along introduced new kinds of black dancing, singing, and chorus lines that revolutionized Broadway musicals and threatened white entertainers. The white entertainment industry responded as it has throughout history. It quickly began emulating black entertainers while using political and economic power to force them out of Broadway musicals. Rather than fighting racism within the American entertainment industry, Josephine Baker formed her own troupe, Troupe, as so many black entertainers did. Then she moved to Europe where she felt they would be respected and appreciated. Mrs. Baker guessed right. Europeans were dazzled by the black musicians, singers, and dancers. Josephine Baker became the hit of the European continent for the next 20 years. Her Folies Bergère, Follies Bergere, was so popular at the Casino de Paris that she chose to make Paris her home. When the Germans invaded France in the 1940s, they too were so attracted to Josephine Baker and her black troupe that they allowed her shows to continue under Germany's military occupation. The highest ranking officers in the German army regularly attended her shows and socialized with her. They never realized that Josephine Baker was gathering secret information from their ass and conveying it to America and the European Allied forces through the French underground. Wow. She was a spy. After World War II, Josephine Baker was inducted into the French Legion of Honor for her work as a spy. She died on April 15, 1975 from a cerebral hemorrhage in Paris, France. Baker risked her life for America as well as for France. However, only France honored and expressed its love for her. America couldn't even express their love for her. Yeah, let it fall. Notable quotable. Slave masters promoted white female superiority over black female inferiority by saying, white women were for marriage, mulatto women were for sex, and black women were for work. Southern incest was common. In popular culture, there are numerous jokes about Southern kissing cousins and the practice of marrying one sister. The Jerry Springer television show, known for illuminating modern society's dark secrets, has opened the eyes of America to unimaginable practices. The Southern practice of incest, however, especially across racial lines, is as old as the country itself. Though white males had openly indulged in sex with black females, the practice increased in the early 1800s when international slave trading was officially scheduled to end. Yeah, they coming. We're going to let them come. And if anybody need to be in the flying vehicles, it's the emergency vehicles. Yeah, it's the emergency vehicles. Though white males had openly indulged in sex with black females, the practice increased in the early 1800s when international slave trading was officially scheduled to end. Some masters mixed sexual pleasures with their business. Monetary incentives encouraged slave masters to breed their females with male slaves or to personally impregnate the female slaves, then sell the offspring into slavery. Mulatto and mixed children demanded a higher price in slave markets. The typical buyer purchased them for artisan jobs, domestic service, or to fulfill sexual fantasies. Mulatto concubines were status symbols, and white males were not too particular about lineage. Incest was common on slave plantations. J.A. Rogers, he got the book Stolen Legacy too. Yeah. J.A. Rogers, in his book Sex and Race, said white men had children not only by their mulatto daughters, but by their quadroon granddaughters. It was also common for the slave owner to offer up his female slaves to white male guests. J.A. Rogers quotes remarks made by Calvin Fairbanks, who encountered this practice while visiting a plantation in Montgomery County, Kentucky. After the slave master offered access to any and everything on the plantation, Fairbanks said, I became interested in a young slave girl of 15, who was the fifth in direct descendant from her master being the great-granddaughter of a slave whom he took as mistress at the age of 14. 5 being his own daughters, and all of them were slaves. I know. Let me read it again. This is what Fairbanks said, Calvin Fairbanks. I became interested in a young slave girl of 15 who was the fifth in direct descent from her master being the great-granddaughter of a slave whom he took as his mistress at the age of 14. 5 being his own daughters, and all of them were slaves. However, Fairbanks learned that it was standard fare for this white master to make mistresses of the daughters of his mistresses. No black woman or her daughters were safe from the lust of white males. Mothers who tried to protect their daughters were often brutally treated or they were killed. There are an endless number of stories about white men who engaged in sex with their daughters, including stories about Judge John G. Cox, a New Orleans judge who J.A. Rogers says had a child by his own 15-year-old daughter. Even white men in the highest levels of society and government took advantage of the sexual accessibility of their own kin across racial lines. During the Civil War, Jefferson Davis, president of the Southern Confederacy, had as his mistress his mulatto niece, the daughter of his own brother, Joe Davis. The practice of incest across racial lines continued long after the Civil War ended. Female slaves in the Middle Passage. In the 1820s, approximately 20% of the population of countries such as Iran and Iraq were identifiable black slaves. 20%. African blacks have been enslaved and sexually exploited by Arabs from the mid-700s until the 21st century. In January 2004, the Washington Post printed a front-page story about modern-day Arab slave trade. Arabs were still kidnapping and selling young black girls and boys to be sexual objects for an average of $500 a piece. For over 1,000 years, Arabs have captured and shipped blacks out of Africa along 3 slave tracks: the Atlantic Ocean slave track, the Arab Red Sea track, and the Indian Ocean track. The Atlantic Ocean slave track is erroneously referred to by many people as the Middle Passage. Y'all done heard of that. It just ain't so. It ain't so. The true Middle Passage was the Arab slave route that ran directly up from sub-Saharan Africa into what is presently called the Middle East. And then he got see photo right there. And that's the photo if you can make it out. Yeah, I didn't know any of this either. I'm just learning too. The route was the most brutal and horrendous of all the routes and continues active in our present day. The Arab Red Sea track and Indian Ocean track were feeder systems for the European slave trade in the Western Hemisphere and contributed to colorizing people in the Far East and Pacific area. Slave seekers within the 2 tracks went into the African continent and sought out black Africans based upon the market demands of European countries for size, strength, gender, and tribe. The institution of African enslavement was also based upon market demands and the perceived work capabilities of African blacks, who were sold into slavery to be field laborers, domestic servants, soldiers of war, and harem guards for the wealthy. The Arab and Indian Ocean slave traders placed greater importance on sexual potential, such as youthful and physical attractiveness for both the male and the female. Non-European slave traders wanted Africans in a ratio of 2 women for 1 man. They wanted sexually exotic black females for domestic servants, harems, and concubines. Arabs preferred black slaves from certain tribes for a variety of reasons that ranged from their looks to their temperament. Of all African females, Ethiopian women commanded the highest prices for their exotic looks and sexual attractiveness. This was especially true for Ethiopian girls between the ages of 11 and 15 years of age, even into the 21st century. Wow. In exercising sexual privileges and power, Arab men were no different from white men in the Western world. And there you have it. They used black females as concubines while protecting their own women, especially from the black men. To protect their women from even casual contact with black men, with the males, Arab culture imposed a strict code of conduct and dress on the Arab women that eradicated their sexual attractiveness, made them sexually inaccessible, and protected their virginity. Arabs routinely castrated enslaved black men to prevent sexual contact with Arab women, like they did George Washington Carver. I think that was him, our brother. And they castrated him so that he wouldn't be a threat to white women sexually. That's what I heard. I haven't researched it. I haven't looked it up. I got his book over there, but it don't mention it. Arab slave owners castrated hundreds of thousands of black men, turning them into eunuchs. E-U-N-U-C-H-S. See? I didn't know. Yeah. Somebody told me that's where dildos came from. Yeah. So what, they took it home and preserved it and stuff and started using it. I don't know how these folks think. Castrated black males were then assigned to watch over and protect Arab females. A study conducted in Basra, Iraq, B-A-S-A-R-A, Basra, Iraq, as late as the early 1900s, reported that there were as many as 40,000 black eunuchs present. Castrated black males could safely be assigned to Arab homes or to the military as day warriors and substitute sex partners. How they gonna be substitute sex partners? Raping them? Wealthy Arab families would frequently assign black slaves to their young sons at birth, thereby creating a master-partner relationship that required slaves to follow and protect the Arab sons until death. Oh, this is the last one right here. Then I'm going to let us go. I think it's the last one. A female Tuskegee pilot, because you know they're erasing all of our soldiers and our heroes, our saviors. They saved many days in these wars and stuff, and they erasing them. Jackie Robinson too. You can't even go find Jackie Robinson now because they done erased him from the data, from their data banks. Yeah, a female Tuskegee pilot. Miss Mildred Carter was among the first women to earn a pilot's license from Tuskegee Institute's Civilian Air Training School, which became legendary with the success of its airmen in World War II. Female pilots of any race were prohibited from flying in combat. However, after she received her license in 1941, Carter felt that she could find a flying career in civilian aviation. But it was not to be. Her flying career ended before it began. She received a letter from the Women's Air Force Service pilots that stated she was ineligible to fly because of her race. Carter continued to fly and rack up flying hours in her private time at her own expense. In 1943, the Women's Auxiliary Ferrying Squadron and the Army Air Force Women's Flying Training Detachment were formed. These women pilots ferried planes from the factories to their point of embarkation. Mrs. Carter again applied to join these female flying groups. Her dream of flying for her country again was shot down by the head of the program. According to some historians, at least 2 Asian and several Hispanic women were accepted into the flying program. Apparently, black female pilots were on the lowest rung of the preference ladder. They were just below black male pilots. The program was already tenuous because female pilots were not socially accepted. The program administrators hinted that the addition of female pilots who were black would drive a nail in the coffin of the flying program. The sky was the limit, except for a female black pilot. She never did make it. Oh, what is this about the black? Ooh, an African princess haunts a plantation. I know that's right. I don't have a problem with it. I think we're going to read that before we head on up out of here. This African princess is haunting this plantation. It's time. Haunt all their asses. Anna Madgine. Anna Madgine. Madgigine. Anna Madgine J. Kinsley. Jaikinsgley. Was an African princess and one of the most intriguing characters in the 19th century Jacksonville, Florida. In 19th century Jacksonville, Florida. According to local folklore, the mysterious African woman was a white slave trader's wife and lived with him on the Kingsley plantation on Fort George Island near Jacksonville. The legend goes that Anna Madgine was the captured daughter of an African king. She was an exotic woman who later enchanted the heart of the white slave trader who married her. As the wife of the slave trader, Anna became a slave taskmaster who was just as cruel in using the whip as any white slave driver. Whoa, he taught her to be just like him. But it says here, as the wife of the slave trader, Anna became a slave taskmaster who was just as cruel in using the whip as any white slave driver. Anna used her slavery-generated wealth to travel the world. After her husband died in 1843, she returned to Jacksonville, Florida, and lived on the plantation with her 2 daughters. It took a civil war to change the way she treated Black people. After the war, she established settlements for newly freed slaves and their families. She quickly spent most of her once great plantation fortune. She died in 1870 and was buried in an unmarked grave in the old Clifton Cemetery. Centuries after her death, legends has it that her spirit continues to walk the rooms of the plantation mansion, rearranging the furniture at night. And like so many Blacks who still wait for their ships to come in, Anna's ghost keeps watch for her white husband's ship to return from a slave trading trip. I hope so she can kill his ass and free them slaves. Because it said after he died, that's when she had a change of heart and started treating her people better. And maybe that's what it's going to take for us. Once we get white folks out of our system and out of our sight, then we'll be able to fully embrace the love and all the greatness and, the joy that we bring to us. It makes me happy to be around my people. Yeah, shit. It makes me happy to be around my people, to see my people. I love y'all. When I see you at the grocery store and I go, sister, it don't mean that shit, we know each other or we got to just become best friends and stuff. It just means I'm just happy to see my people. Like when you've been around white folks all damn day and then you finally see some Black people and you be happy. That it's kind of like that. So yeah, let's go. But I want you to keep some gratitude and we're going to go through them real fast. Keep you some gratitude and a song in your heart. I don't care if you got to go back to your grandmama's song, your mama's song. Find you a good song that's going to uplift your spirit. Now, Halo is good, but you want to find a song that's going to lead you into goodness and greatness. It ain't going to lead you into drunken love and love up in this club. You want to just find you some music that's going to resonate that goodness and that abundance that we need right now. Gratitude, y'all, it shields you from negativity. Be grateful. Be grateful for anything. I'll be grateful you passed that pothole. You dodged that pothole because them motherfuckers is big and they will wreck your car. I'm just saying, after the snow and stuff, yeah, just be grateful. It shields all negativity when you're grateful. Whatever you're grateful for, be sincere in it. It's going to help you. Gratitude makes you at least 25% happier. When you're grateful, it makes you at least 25% happier. It might not happen at once, especially if it's your first time resonating this, but continue your gratefulness because your happiness is coming. Your abundance is coming. Your prosperity is coming. You just got to know how to unlock the door. Gratefulness, being grateful, having gratitude, it's a key. It's another key. Yes, to your greatness, living your best life. I'm just saying, gratitude, y'all. It rewires your brain. And I want to go back to, because, we think other people make us happy. We think people are it's other people's responsibility, to make us happy. So it ain't nobody's responsibility to make you happy but you. You make you happy. I make myself happy when I think about that sun up in there in that sky, honey. And when I'm out there walking and the sun walking with me, and I know the sun is giving me the bulk of its energy. Oh, honey, I'm so grateful. And I know the sun giving them energy and them and pass a little dog, the sun giving the little dog energy. I pick up that dandelion. I love dandelion. And I'm blowing all them, the sun giving all the everything that's living is getting some energy for the sun, from the sun. But me, I know I'm getting most of that energy from the sun because the sun loves us. We are sun children. I see my sister. I want to tell all of us, oh, girl, did you know the sun giving you all of its energy today? You know, because we tell each other, girl, your melanin popping. Tell them why. Tell them why. Honey, the sun giving you all this energy today. I see it on you. Yeah, and uplift them, let them know. And see, whenever they see the sun, they know the sun is there. It's always there. It's always there. You know, but we think that other people make us happy and stuff. It ain't other people, it's us. You got to take that gratefulness, take your happiness. You got to find it wherever you can. You got to find it wherever you can. Even some days when the sun ain't out there, I know it's still there. And that's when I see my people and stuff, and I'm just like, you know, yeah, I'm overjoyed. I can get through this. I can get through this. We got to be able to reach these silver linings. That's for us, y'all. You got to. Other people in your life, they come, they go, they change. Other people come in their lives, they get distracted and stuff. But your gratitude is always with you. Your gratitude is always with you. My gratitude out of my pocket. Yeah, it's always with you. Can't nobody take it away from you. Gratitude rewires your brain. It eliminates stress and it heals you. Gratitude improves your sleep. You can sleep like a baby. You can sleep like a baby when you got gratitude. Because see, it's going to open up other options, other solutions for you when you're grateful. So, you know, you wake up, you go to sleep on a problem. And you so grateful and stuff, and honey, you thanking your high power and your ancestors. You wake up in the morning, honey, and, oh, I thought I had just to run that cord over there about them lights. Because they're going to cut the lights off and stuff. I went to sleep grateful last night, honey. I woke up with all kind of ideas. Now I can go to the church. Got 5 churches in our little community. And I'm going to all of them. Go to all their asses and ask them for help on that light bill. You can get out here with you a sign. Everybody else out here with a sign, shit. Get you a sign. Staple your light bill on it just like that. Where my staple at? Staple you. I ain't going to stand you. I'm just saying, staple your light bill right there and you stand at that corner right there and yep, somebody might come through and pay your whole light bill. It ain't but $115. You can move from that sign right there, that corner to that corner right there and get your money for your light bill. I mean, you know, gratitude just going to help you sleep like a baby, whatever it is. It's going to help you sleep like a baby. Gratitude boosts self-esteem and performance. People ain't going to know why you hitting them extra production rates today. Because, you know, most jobs and stuff is like work on production. People ain't going to know, oh, you making that production today, ain't your face? I sure am. You know, gratitude. It boosts your performance and your self-esteem. Don't nobody know why you walking with your head high today and stuff. Because you walking. So that gratitude on you. It's gratitude. It boosts your self-esteem. You didn't even know you were walking like that. But you did. Gratitude. It's all on you. You're grateful. Gratitude enhances the law of attraction. When you're grateful for something, more of the same come to you. It might not even just be money, honey. It might be money, might be gold, might be jewelry. I'm just saying, might be land. More of that's going to come to you. That wealth, that abundance, it's going to come to you. Yep, you're going to open that door for the law of attraction. And then last but not least, it improves your relationship. When you grateful, honey, for the people in your life, be it your mama, your lover, your sister, your brother, your pastor, whoever, your neighbor, that relationship, be grateful. Be grateful for that person and stuff. You know, I know you every time you come over and stuff, you need $1 here. I'm going to give you $1 and a cigarette. I'm just saying, you know, we trying to quit smoking though. But, you know, yeah, you just got to be willing, you know, and be grateful for that person and stuff. And then they'll find their way and they'll remember you've always been grateful to me. You've always been a grateful person. I can never forget you because you're so grateful. And you showed me how to be grateful. And see, and it'll work out. It'll work out. I know sometimes I hate to see folks coming too. You know, I just try to be ready before they ask and stuff. Yeah, here it is right here. Just go on and do it. Go on and do it. And yeah, we're going to go over some singing tips and stuff. Keep a song in your heart too. Our music Honey, it ain't nothing like our music. I am convinced our music is what's gonna break this curse. Yep, our music is gonna be like it's gonna break this curse. We under curse. Yeah, we under curse. White Americans, so they done took our whole mind. And music is gonna be like, yeah, it's gonna be the sound. It's gonna be the sound. Yeah, I know I'll be up in here, trying to learn and elevate myself too. But it's the sound that's gonna break. It's gonna shatter all of this illusion. But you gotta help it though. You gotta help it. Our music was a powerful key. That's why these folks done gave you all that bullshit music out there. You gotta set some boundaries on that, Black America. Yeah, you gotta set some boundaries on there. You can't come up in here playing all that. No, I'm gonna stop you right there at the door. Now you can leave with that, or you can turn it off and come on in here. But I don't want to be around it. I don't want it in my house, in my car, in my presence, because I can leave if you finna sit here playing all that twerking and stuff, all that crazy music, that noise and stuff. That's not what it's about. We got to set boundaries on our music, on what we watching, how we speaking to each other stuff. We got to elevate ourselves. The earth elevating. And you heard Dr. Deborah Blair, if you don't elevate, you ain't gonna progress. You ain't gonna be. Yeah, you're gonna like fade away. And then people gonna pretty much just forget about you and stuff. But how your body reacts to singing, that's what I was saying. Your heart. Yeah, he coming from that way. Everything is for us to grasp it and to use it. To teach our friends, our family, our circle and stuff, you know. And for sister you can't talk to, just ask her what's her favorite song. Yeah. I can see it now. Sister, what's your favorite song? None of your damn business. Then you start, well, I just asked you what's your favorite song and stuff. Then what is it? Jam. Just break the ice. Break the ice. We got to break the ice with us and stuff. Yeah, I have some of our people out there and stuff, and I'll be like, hey, sister, I ain't your sister. You know, and that's fine with me, because the next time her ass seen me, she needed a cigarette. Sure did. And we don't have that problem no more and stuff. But see, we don't know why we like this. Don't take it personal. We don't know why we like this. That's why we got to learn. And that's why I want us to know. But yeah, keep a song in your heart and stuff. And you know we love our old school music, honey. You can start singing Maze, Earth, Wind, and Fire. You can start singing Back in Love Again, right back in love again. You can start singing any one of our old feel-good songs and stuff. Honey, it's going to break the ice. I don't care if sister standing over there looking at you like this right here and stuff, honey. She going to put them hands down and stuff. And then she going to start feeling the music and stuff. We got to get back to that. That's the type of song you got to keep in your heart. Them the type of music you got to keep in your heart and stuff. But when you sing in joyful, expressive songs, y'all, it can nourish your heart. It can balance your emotions and uplift your spirit. It ain't nothing like the Commodores, honey, when they say, just to be close to you, girl. For a moment, baby, Yeah, you know, it ain't nothing like it. It make you feel so good, you just get goosebumps on you and stuff. I do. When I hear my mama music, oh, honey, it ain't nothing like it. It ain't. Just try it. Just try it. Put on some of your old school music today. What they call it? My best friend, I'm listening to my Dusties. That's fine with me. Can I come over? You know, I'm just saying. When you singing, y'all, it helps expand your lungs. And it improves your oxygen intake. Because hell, you're breathing like white folks. Black people, you breathing like white folks. I was too. Now I have to remind myself to breathe. Breathe deeply. Then you release it. Try to hold it 4 seconds if you can. You know, it's kind of hard after you be smoking cigarettes all them years and years. But you know, we just got to try these things and stuff. What's wrong with it? You ain't got to pay nobody to keep a song in your heart. I'm just saying. When you sing it, it helps regulate emotions like frustration, anger, and stress right on out of your liver. I didn't know that all of these emotions was accumulating in your liver. I just learned that all the medicines your ass take in Black America is accumulating in your liver. But I didn't know it was all this frustration, anger, and stress. I'm so glad I love music. And I keep a song in my heart and stuff. Yeah, I do. I do, but I didn't know why. I didn't know the significance of it. Now, honey, I'm always singing. I think I be singing in my sleep. I hope I do anyway. I'm just saying, keep a song in your heart. It's going to benefit you and your kidneys. Singing can strengthen kidney energy by fostering vocal expression. When you hitting them high notes, oh, honey, your kidneys is too. And it's strengthening your kidneys. So whatever if you got some diagnosis, whatever it may be, you already know. Call Dr. Yaki. Call Dr. Yaki and let him know what your physician said. And you can let your physician know that you finna call Dr. Yaki. But for yourself, you can keep a song in your heart, keep your gratitude, drink your plenty of water, do your exercise and stuff, just move. Just move. Even if it's just sitting down, moving your legs and stuff, because it's hard and it hurts for you to get around and stuff. What you eat will help you a lot. If you got inflammation and it hurts your joints and stuff, honey, start adding some damn turmeric and a dash of pepper. I use a little bit more pepper though than one dash. And your food and stuff. You got to change the way you eat and stuff so you can start benefiting for your body. Our bodies, they are our temples. I didn't know that, honey. I was drinking and smoking and yeah. And now it's like, wow. Yeah, I love a chitlin sandwich. When I was eating, stuff that I didn't know about and stuff. I'm just saying, I love pork chops with mayonnaise. How the hell I had mayonnaise on pork chops? It's good. But it's like, damn, now I can't eat pork chops no more because the pig don't sweat. That's all they had to say was the pig don't sweat. I'd have stopped eating his ass when I was a little girl. But I learned about Malcolm X. Malcolm said that filthy beast don't even sweat. And I was like, damn, so he got all his toxins in him. And then I got toxins in me. Because hell, I ain't never detoxed. Our ancestors, our elders, they detoxed when they was eating all of this shit. That's why they live to be 94 and 102. But we never detox. We just keep on eating and stuff. It's a whole, I know I went on dinner, but I'm finna go. But just keep your eyes on the prize. Just try to do the knowledge. Try to let yourself get a little bit further than you was. Don't be afraid to study about your people. The good, the bad, the ugly, the savage, and the ravishness. We got to study all of it. We need to know the truth about these things, about this existence right here. This is just a pit stop. You all know we going somewhere else. You better consider where you going, Black America. That's all I'm saying. If white folks know these things and stuff and they love y'all and stuff, and Sabrina claimed, well, we've been married 25 years, then Sabrina should at least say, well, look at here, sweetie, we ain't going to the same place. I don't think you should come to heaven too and be oppressed there. Black people, we got to start thinking critically. Now, if white folk can't go to heaven, then let me know. Shit, maybe I will go to heaven, but I doubt it. But I'll see y'all hopefully tonight and stuff. I won't try not to take me a break tonight. That somebody was talking about my grandiza. It's so good to see you. Grand. And somebody wanted to see about my Jesus right there, but I don't see him on there, so I ain't even gonna worry about it and stuff. But that's a black Jesus on my wall. It was just over by the window with the light shining on and stuff. I do not believe in no white Jesus, and I don't think he coming back to save black people. He had plenty of times to come back and save black people that were calling his name and stuff. I believe black Jesus is going to come back. Simeon Toko, and he going to kick all y'all asses too. I'm going to tell him where you at too. I sure am. I'm going to tell him exactly where you at, because y'all never should have let white folks put this whole veil on black folks about the truth of spirituality. You shouldn't have did it. So I'm going to tell Simeon Toko, come and get all y'all asses. But I love y'all, and peace and power to the people. Yeah, do your research. That way when Simeon Toko comes, you can let him know, oh, I know now. Yeah, you can point him over there to white folks. I'm just saying. It is what it is. Yeah. Peace, I love y'all. Let's go outside.